In my last video, I showed you an FP&A Copilot that turned month-end variance analysis into a 15-minute task. A lot of you asked me the same follow-up. Can this run without me starting it? And can it do more than one P&L? Today I'm showing you version 2, an autonomous agent built in Claude Cowork that produces a full variance workbook across every tab your finance leader actually wants to see and runs automatically when the ERP file is sourced, no manual trigger needed. And I'll also show you a ChatGPT plugin inside Excel to independently verify the work of the autonomous agent. What you're seeing is a deliberately simple example, one entity, one period, but the architecture scales directly to organizations with multiple business units, legal entities, and complex chart of account structures. Before I show you the output, one thing to call out, nothing has changed on the input side. Same 3 reference files from our last pilot, chart of accounts, full year budget, prior year actuals, same monthly trigger, which is the ERP-GL export, and same variance rules. What has changed is that version 1 needed me to kick it off every month, and version 2 doesn't. The trigger is the file landing in the close folder, and same FP&A logic end to end without me, now producing a workbook with 7 tabs instead of 2. This is Claude Cowork, Anthropic's desktop agent for knowledge workers. Unlike the Claude chat interface, Cowork reads and writes directly to your file system. It executes multi-step tasks autonomously and delivers finished work to your folder. Think of it as delegating work, not having a conversation, and this is where your autonomous agent lives. Now here's the scheduled task for my agent. It's active, it runs every day at a certain time, and when I get into it, the history exactly tells you what happened each run. For example, if I get into the run at 2:30 p.m. earlier today, you can see what were the various steps and what was the action taken in here. In this case, you can see that it did not find a log of the previous run, and it is hence running the full variance analysis and generating the multi-tabbed worksheet for April 2026. The instructions panel is the full agent prompt. It has the folder to monitor, the change detection logic, what to build when something's new or updated, and last but not the least, how to log the run. I will drop the full prompt in the comments so you can copy it over directly. One thing worth noting is that Cowork scheduled tasks run when your computer is on. However, if your team needs this running server side overnight, regardless of whether somebody's laptop is open, Claude Code Routines released just this month. It runs on Anthropic's cloud infrastructure, same idea, just no machine dependency, and worth a look for more technical setups. Here is the workbook the agent dropped in earlier today morning after analyzing the ERP export. You can see a consolidated P&L variance in here. Every line matched to budget, every variance calculated, material lines flagged red, watch items flagged yellow. And then we have a number of other tabs that the agent has created on my instruction, a simple executive summary, gross profit analysis by line item, breakdown of OpEx, a comprehensive list of data quality flags for me or the data analyst on my team to investigate. Now here's the part I want you to see. Because an autonomous agent without a control layer is a liability. Once the workbook is open in Excel, I bring in my budget sheet and a couple other reference sheets in here, and then I run an AI assistant directly inside the file. Now you can use Microsoft Copilot. Here I'm using a ChatGPT plugin for Excel, and I have a few prompts that I run in every time I see the variance report generated. For example, I ask the ChatGPT agent to recompute every variance in the Variance Report tab from scratch and list any row where its number disagrees with the workbook. I then further have a few other prompts wherein I'm asking it to read the executive summary and explain to me the chain of reasoning for every number cited. Over here, I'm asking it to point me to the cell it came from, flag any claim it can't source. So two different AI systems trained separately, checking each other. The agent builds the variance report, the Excel assistant audits it, and I review what's left, which is usually where I should be spending my time. That's finance at scale. If you're building something like this at your org or trying to drop it in the comments, the best ideas for the next post always come from there. See you in the next video.